you saw that screen that she gave you. And what this is this is where you'll spend all your time in Mail Center. So once you get to that screen after you've logged in, you're going to be spending most of your time here. And in here, in the Mail Center, if you can see that, can you see that okay? What can you see?
Oh, we can see it.
Okay.
And it looks like you have a screen and you click on the second area where it says Mail Center, where it's circled in green.
Yes. And that's where, oops, I apologize. That's where you'll be spending all of your time, is clicking in this Mail Center. And in this Mail Center, what you will find is information about, let me go to candidates. Okay. So you should, this is what,
Did you click on see the show slideshow? Because it wasn't going through the slideshow.
right.
Okay.
So what I did is I went into my Mail Center, and this everybody will look, it will look like for everybody.
Okay.
Is this long list of candidates. And so if you click on, let's pick on Achilles.
Achilles is one who did not give us an email. He's one of my candidates, and I have his cell phone number or his phone number, and I will. So I would try Mr. Adams.
Okay, let's try Mr. Adams. Okay, so here we are in Mr. Adams, and all we're doing is we're clicking on send an email. And let's say that we want to send him, I'm going to create for each of you the template email that will you will be sending to everyone. So for example, Jan will have Jan May primary invitation 2024. So the reason that we have to create these separate templates for everyone is that inside the templates, you have your own personal information. Oftentimes, if people get information from the League of Women Voters or wherever it is, it might go to trash. But if they get an email from you, let's see. So let's see, Jean.
One problem is that the email from the Vote411 software will more than likely go to trash. Having your own email, see, it has a BCC with Jean's address or email address. Jean will get a copy of this email, and she could then that goes to her own email address, and she can also forward that to the candidate, and it's more likely to get to his or her primary email rather than go to spam or what do they call it, promotional or whatever email program.
So I'm hoping, Eleanor, that that I won't ever go to spam, anybody's spam. And I know Eleanor would never go to anyone's spam because everybody knows Eleanor and they'll see Eleanor's name and they'll know.
So Jean, are you telling the people will update, edit your information on the top?
No, here? I will create Pam May primary 2024, and it will have your name,
Okay,
your email in the blind copy. And then if you scroll down, the other thing that I will do, it says, if you have questions or need assistance, we want them to be able to go to you directly. Or you're welcome to put me there. You can let me know that as well. But if they have questions or need assistance, usually the kind of assistance they need is technical. So I'm happy to leave my name here and my email here if there are technical questions. But then I sign it, and usually we sign what our affiliation with the league is. So I might sign, like Pam would sign LWVP president,
Mhm.
or Ann would sign Ann Carlson LWVID board, or whatever LWV, whatever league you're in, you would say LWV Moscow, for example, member, or whatever it is. So some kind of affiliation there. And I'll put a default affiliation for each of you and hope that I get it right. So that's all you'll have to do is you'll have your very own template. You go find your template. You go back to our Ben Adams. So we're going back to Ben Adams, and it will be a Mal from Boise who would send the email. And that's it. That's all you do. You'll find yours in the long list. Just click on it.
We should probably delete a whole bunch of those old.
Yeah, without admin, I don't know how without admin privilege.
Oh, okay, if you want, I'll do that.
Okay, that'd be great. Or give us admin privileges. Give me. Let's see. So we've got. So it'll be really clean. You'll only see the current ones. Why can't I find Dean's? Oh, because it's right there. Duh. Okay. Dear candidate, and then after you are absolutely sure you're fine, then you're going to send an email. And then it will blind copy you. So you can make a note that, yes, indeed, Ben Adams received my email. And then in the mail center, you go back and you watch all of these people do things. So all of these people, none of them have been invited yet. Once you click that email, they will have been invited. And then we hope that within a nanosecond, they will have responded. And you won't have to do anything else. And all of their information will populate Vote411, just like you see it when you create your own ballot on Vote411. Sometimes they haven't responded. And so we'll talk about what happens when they haven't responded the next time. Because right now, all we're going to be doing is sending out these initial invitations to participate. And so I'm not going to clutter your brains with all the other stuff that we need to do. Any questions about this?
So when they respond, are they just saying, yes, I'm going to participate, or
No,
no?
they've actually responded with the information.
Okay,
It's not yes or no. They will populate their own profile.
and if they have trouble doing it, they'll
Then-
get a hold of you.
Yeah. Well, and I'll put in the email for everyone that if there are technical questions or you need assistance, contact me.
Okay.
So you won't have to deal with that at all. And usually it is because they can't get their picture uploaded, or they didn't save their work, or what other problems, Eleanor, have people had in the past, candidates?
those are the two major problems.
Yeah. Melanie?
Oh, yeah. So are you getting all the candidate information to start with, like the
Yes.
emails? Name?
Everything has been gathered.
And then how soon do you want us to start doing this?
Well, Eleanor, all we need to do now is publish, right?
Well, is get them set up with their with their login info, get them set up with so they can log into Vote411 and contact the candidates.
So are we getting the email in the next few days, or how soon for the login?
Well, Eleanor, we can get that request out tomorrow, right?
Yes, or even
Login
see.
information.
Yeah, probably tomorrow morning would be the best time for us to
Yeah.
and they're real good about getting back to us in the same day. So you can
they are amazing.
Started on this Thursday or Friday or over the weekend.
Yeah,
So
and I'll show you which of the districts each of you have been assigned.
okay.
Yes. Let's see, Becky, were you first?
I'm Mel. There's some hands up. So are there there's just been a lot of trying to grab information from random bad characters out there through email, not, and I'm just wondering, is there a source vetting on the email that somebody can say, let me look and see who this really is, because they don't know Becky Proctor. I mean, I'm not as famous as Eleanor. So they would, to just kind of go, okay, I'm not even going to open that, because that's the warning we get a lot of times on stuff. Don't open it unless you are sure, So I'm just.
Yeah, thank you, Becky. Absolutely. And we have run into the people who weren't comfortable with opening it. And that's when we make a phone call and ask them, was there an issue with you opening the email? Are you uncomfortable opening the email? Are you worried about our authenticity? So yes, that has happened a few times. More often than not, though, people have trusted the email that comes from the individual. Because and part of that is because it says right in the subject heading, League of Women Voters of Idaho are inviting you to be part of our voter guide. So it's very well identified there. So I understand that concern, though. Pam?
Oh, okay, I have a couple of questions. So when you click on the candidate, you will find his email and his phone number for you to use if you need to contact him again.
Yes.
Yes. So
Except there were a few candidates for which we only got a phone number, and I should probably go through and phone each of those tonight and see if I can get email addresses from them.
So as much as possible, we're trying to get all the contact information for the entire state that you'll need to contact these folks. So let's see what Ben Adams has in his information. There's his email address.
Okay. And where did you go? How did you get to him? How did you get to this?
Oh, okay. So back in the candidates.
Uh-huh.
We're back in candidates. Let's see. And I clicked on Ben.
Uh-huh.
And then I can either send an email, view the activity log to see whether or not he's responded.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry about archive. Or it says edit candidate information, but please don't edit it.
Uh-huh.
This is the information that has been uploaded. And there's right now, what we want you to worry about is the email, and then we'll start the phone calls, and we have that information.
So where will that be on this page
Eleanor,
too?
where is the information, the snail mail and the
You know, we have a spreadsheet from the Secretary of State's office, which is in alphabetical order by the candidates' last names. And I think I should just email that to everybody. It will have it. The Secretary of State's office set up 2 spreadsheets. One has their email address and their phone number and their home address, or whatever address they gave us for mailing. And the other list listed the district or office that they're running for. And so we had to combine those 2 in order to get this. I will email each of you. I have the list here from this email that Jean sent out. I will send the complete list of candidate names, email addresses, and phone numbers to each of you, so you can find the phone number for candidates who are slow to respond. And I'll tell you, this year is going to be a whole lot easier than previous years, because the first times that we did this, in fact, through 2019 or 2018, 2020, and 2021, we had to Google each candidate's name to get their any kind of contact information for them other than a mailing address. So we lobbied for and got, we tried to get email addresses in 2022, but we did get phone numbers from the Secretary of State. And when Phil McCrane became Secretary of State, he said he was going to collect email addresses from the candidates as well. And most of the law requires them to give a phone number. The email addresses are not required, but a very high percentage of them did give us their email addresses. So I will send those on to you guys.
So we have email addresses because Eleanor is not to be fooled with.
Well, and Betsy Russell.
And Betsy Russell.
Russell with the press club was pushier than me.
Pam, did you have another question?
Yes, the other part was, so do you have the 2 Mary emails for Mary Gerke and Mary Whitaker?
Yep.
Okay, because I think I gave you Mary Whitaker's the wrong email. Mary Whitaker, will you give her your correct email?
Just send it to me. That'd be good. Yeah.
Okay, so Mary, will you send it to her on
Sure.
that? Okay, perfect.
Do you want it on the chat or just send
No,
it via
just
that
send me
email?
an email. Yeah. To Jean.
Okay, and then the next question is, you'll notice that Dave Archuleta is there. He's a Bannock County Commissioner running. And I have to add one question. I needed to know what the questions were for the people. Aren't they pretty generic? Are they okay for our Bannock County people?
I was going to send you that.
Yeah.
These are the questions just for the legislature. And they're all generic except for number 4. Number 1 is, what do you hope to accomplish? What experience has prepared you for this office? What do you see as the most significant challenges? And then we have this new one. Would you support legislation to remove criminal liability for physicians and pregnant women experiencing? Anne wrote this, and the nurse. I'll let you finish reading that. And then is there anything else you would like to tell the voters? Does that help, Pam?
Yeah, so basically, I'm gonna change everything. I'll work perfect for Bannock County, except I'll change a number 3 and a number 4 for the specific offices. Because I have county commissioner, prosecuting attorney and sheriff.
Okay.
Okay,
Well, and we have in the question set, county commissioner candidate questions, which are numbers, 1, 2, 3, and 5, with the abortion question left out.
and the only thing I saw was number 3. What do you see as the most significant challenges? I guess I'd change it to Bannock County
Right,
faces.
right.
Yeah,
Norma,
perfect.
Norma?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
So when they respond, the legislators or wannabe legislators, do they get uploaded to 411 as
Yep.
they write them, or do you wait until there's a critical mass of them and do them
Nope.
as a batch,
Nope.
or
Nope,
does that-
they are absolutely automatic, and then Vote411 will let them know that
Right.
they have been added. We do not edit for typos. We don't edit
Okay.
one ding dang
Cool.
bit of it. We never touch.
So they go live, they go
Um,
live right away?
Well,
Okay.
they go.
And then my
they
second,
Yeah,
they are received right away, and then we, on about the 15th or 20th of April, when we have a goodly number of them in, then we will publish. And any who enter their stuff after we publish, theirs will be added, their responses will be added to their race.
okay, got it. And then I've heard some talk about county commissioners. Are all of the county commissioners' races being included in this?
no, we are the state. This little group of volunteers are just doing House and Senate. And
Okay.
then individuals, individual leagues and mal units can decide to do other races. So that's what Pam is talking about. Pocatello has decided
Okay.
to do county commission. Kootenai's doing several different ones. So it's up to the local league.
Yeah, and since I don't have a local league, it's just me. Someone else is doing District 7 for legislators, but we actually have a three-way race for a commissioner on the Republican side, which is rare to have any competition to speak of. So it would be good. So it would be up to me to decide to cover that one then.
And Eleanor, I guess we could work with her on.
We can help you.
Yeah, we'll help you, Norma. Melanie.
With your support. Yeah. I'm just, so whoever's doing 7 for the legislators will not be doing
No.
the commissioners for here, and I'm doing something down south.
Well,
for the
I'll show
legislators.
you what the map is. That's next.
Okay, cool.
All right, Melanie.
Yeah, maybe a similar question to Norma. We've got a lot of local races here, heavily contested, which I assumed were going to be included. So, and it would be important for us to include those if we can. It may be just me doing it. I don't know if we can invite other members here to take part in that, because there'll be so many. And if we do, is that okay for us to have other people be able to log in
Absolutely,
also?
and we're happy to help you set up those races, Melanie. So
Oh, good, because I wasn't sure if you've already got them listed, the
No.
number of candidates. You haven't. So do you need us to do anything to to give you a heads up on what races we're talking about? Or, I mean, it's all of them basically.
Yeah, that would be lovely. And for you too, Norma, if you could shoot us an email and let us know what you would be most interested in, and then we can help you get that set up.
Oh, okay. Because also for a number of these local races, a number of the candidates have withdrawn just in recent days, and so it's important to take account of that too. And so you'd be relying on us to find that sort of information for you. Is that right?
No, you would contact your county and they would have the list of the candidates.
Right. And then
Who
so
are
we just get the
still
current
on.
list and then send it to you in an email.
Mhm.
Okay.
And we'll make it work. We'll make it happen.
And then you'd be creating the templates for them. Is that right?
Yes, we could certainly help you there.
Okay, and then we would also, you say, need to amend them, like put the county name instead of the state name or anything else that we thought was relevant to change. Is that
We'll
right?
we'll walk you through that whole thing.
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely, yes.
Good.
Yeah. We don't want to miss out on some local races if they're, well, we have so many hotly contested. Any other questions about that before we go to the map? To show you all what you're doing. Oh, okay. All right, well, let's do that. So the cool thing about this is that you can watch. Let's see. Let's go back to our good old Ben. So we've got Ben, and we can go into his activity log to see whether or not he's done his thing. This is everything we've done. We created him, and we made some adjustments to him in our long, arduous process of putting these races and candidates in. And that's also where you'll see whether or not they have, what else they have done. Melanie, did you have another question? Yes, no, yes. Oh, you're on mute.
Yeah, no, I managed to lower my hand.
Oh, okay, good. All right, okay. Let's see. This is all so very slow. There we go. Oh, it crashed when I try to show, so I won't show it. There we go. All right, can you all see the map? Yes?
No,
No,
no.
See a map.
okay, okay.
Now you can see the map. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So these are the districts, these are the House and Senate races we would like you to be responsible for. And so we just have Lisa here from Kootenai County, but we're hoping that Kootenai County will take on districts 1 through 4, the candidates there. Moscow will be taking on the candidates from District 5 through 7. The Mal and Boise's going to take on 8 through 23. And then Idaho Falls, we're hoping that you will do the candidates, House and Senate, for District 32 through 35. When you get that spreadsheet from Eleanor, it will have who's in your district who needs to be contacted. Okay. And then Pocatello, we're hoping you're doing districts 27 through 29. There are 3 races per district. There's 1 senator and 2 representatives. Anne.
So Boise area volunteers are going to do districts 8 through 23.
Correct.
And there are how many of us that are going to split that up, and who's going to decide how that's split?
Eleanor will.
Yeah,
Then we
I'll-
all, we also,
There's other
yeah.
people, there's other people that have worked on it too. Well, if we have Ann and Jan on the, on
And
the
Becky.
call today, but we've had, Kendall has worked on it before, and, I don't know, but Carly Davis has worked on it before. And so there are other Boise people that have worked on it. We just need to, I hope we just need to, contact them and get them back in. And there are more people in Moscow who have done this before. And I hope they will work on it too. I think the ones who, many of the ones who've worked on it before, probably felt like they didn't need to be in on this training today. So, I
So
hope that doesn't
Nancy,
turn
do
out to
you
be
have others from Moscow
wishful
who have,
thinking.
I'm sorry, Eleanor.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm not aware of it. Like I say, I'm a newbie and I haven't been all that involved, so so I can get in touch with folks and find out who's planning to do what.
That'd be great. Yeah, and your president has been copied on all of the emails, so she knows that we need volunteers. Once you get the hang of it and you are just sending emails out to folks, it goes fairly quickly, but it's getting the hang of it that will take a bit. So that's what we're here for, to help you with that. Pam, do you have any questions about what Pocatello's or Mary and Mary? Or how are you feeling about things?
You know, I was just gonna have the Marys decide how they want to divide this up between them.
And Norma, your responsibility, your role will be the statewide volunteer, and you can choose whoever you want. If you wanted to work with Moscow and do District 7, that would be great. If you're interested, because, or Norma, did you have another question?
Oh. Yeah, I guess I thought I wasn't doing 7. It's actually probably, I mean, there's some of them who might not answer it if it's from me. I don't get along with some of our candidates, so it would be better to not be. I mean, the county commissioner ones I'm fine, but the legislative ones.
So perhaps could I?
Yeah, so I guess I
Count on
thought
you
I
to-
was doing statewide volunteers
Great,
ones.
thank you,
down-
thank you, thank you, thank
downtown.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you,
And-
by the way.
and-
So right now, that's just you and me. To do that, to do.
We got this, girl.
We got it. Yeah, Melanie.
We got it. Okay,
I'm just looking
let's
at
split it
the
up.
okay,
What's that?
just looking at these districts. So my local districts are Idaho falls under the surrounding one, which is District 33 and 32. I'm just wondering for District 35, which is more like Victor and Driggs, and for District, it looks like District 34 is more like Rigby up there. Do you have any league members who are more local to those areas? Because people.
We do not. We do
You-
not. And
You do not, okay.
yeah, so that's one of the reasons these statewide volunteers are kind of picking up where we don't have members. So we used to have members in Twin Falls, but all of these here, Lincoln County, there just aren't people. Butte.
Right. Okay.
That's why we need statewide volunteers. If you,
Okay,
for now,
right, I mean, if we, well, I'm
just
just thinking
do-
of one person who I thought lives maybe out in District 35. if we find people who we know who live there, and they are interested in helping, maybe we can persuade them to join the league. And I mean, I'm just wondering how much benefit it would be to have a local person write to the candidates rather than somebody from you know, a city that's actually quite a long way away. Does it make much difference, do you think, or no?
It in very small communities it might, but really, because it's identified in the subject heading as League of Women Voters Guide, it's not that your name isn't important, but it may be secondary.
Right, and it's just that those people who live more locally might be able to advise on which races they think are most significant.
Well,
Like if we don't do
we're
one-
just doing House and Senate, and we're doing all House and all Senate, so.
Well, I know, but if we wanted to add, like we
Yes.
talked about just now, adding a lot of local races as well, it might be helpful to get more local opinion on which, you know, if any local races should be added.
That'd be great. So if you know people in Reagan,
Yeah.
that'd be lovely.
Well, I certainly do through Reclaim. I mean, that might be of interest. To just
Nice.
ask
It might be-
people, you know,
It might be
contact.
a recruiting tool for the league.
It might. Yes, it might. Okay, thank you.
And how important this is.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
So what you'll get now is an email with the toolkit for logging in. We will request or for logging in and for understanding the mail center and the candidates, and then you'll also get that Excel spreadsheet, and we will contact the National League tomorrow morning, and we will get login information for each one of you. I will create a template for House and Senate for each one of you and let you know when that has been completed. And then I think by Thursday or Friday, like Eleanor said, we'll start sending out our emails. And it's just a matter of clicking buttons and watching the 411 populate, and then watching voters gather information and be really smart about these 270 candidates. That's it, piece of cake. Any other questions? I apologize for going over. Melanie?
Just one real quick. Do we have any input from Babe Vote on this, the younger people?
In what way?
Helping do the website, input to the website, contacting legislators and so on, candidates.
We typically use league members.
Okay.
But if
I wasn't quite sure if we were
yeah,
like
we do have
partnership.
some, we do have some Babe Vote who are also Babe Vote members who are also league members. Kendall has just done an amazing job of recruiting, so she might use this as a tool to recruit more.
Right.
now
And students can join free, right? But
Yes, they do
I'm just
for
not
now.
sure if, like, I knew a few students who tried to join and I'm not sure if they were able to. Do they have that on the website now? But joining the league, does it say, are you a student and then you get it free or something?
Yeah.
Have they added that?
I think that, I don't know. I know that was a difficulty. What if students want to do it, you can send me their information or send it to Sue Ripley and we'll just add them. And they kind of really need to do it before 2025. Because right now it's free.
All right, any other comments, questions? Are we all just happy, clam happy? All right, this is such important work. Thank you all so very much. Eleanor, do you have anything else?
I don't think so. I think I got all the names of people who logged in, who are here today. So
Okay,
so we're ready to, I think we'll be okay.
Okay,
Okay.
can I just ask my team, do you guys want me to get on to another Zoom meeting to go over any of this, or do you want to wait till you get your information and have a chance to review it?
probably wait until we get the information and then,
And then get back, let me know and I can do a Zoom meeting just with you too, okay?
okay, okay, that sound good, Mary?
Yeah, that sounds good because the spreadsheet only had a couple of not very many candidates on it. I mean, I guess that's the only ones we have, but mine only shows just the one sheet. So I'm assuming there might be more.
Okay, well, Eleanor will send us a new one.
Okay, perfect.
Because I just sent you 27 through 29,
Right.
but yeah, but I
Okay.
didn't, okay. I'll put
Perfect.
that in note.
All right, thank you all
Okay.
very, 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 very much. And do call anytime, email, text. Okay,
Thanks,
thank you all, bye.
thank you.